The game I tried to play is Adventure at Sea, which is a side-scroller 2D platformer in audio version. The story of the game is you're supposed to be I believe, a programmer who got transferred into a desktop, and you're trying to kill viruses. At the beginning, the designer of the game tells you how to navigate through the menu, which is the arrow keys, and at every part of the menu, the item you're selecting, a robotic voice would tell you what you're selecting. So it was easy to start a new game. Once you finally start a new game, it starts with a tutorial, which you can hear your footsteps as you move left and right with the arrow keys. The first part of the tutorial is they help you, they try to get you to kill a virus, which makes like a fly buzzing noise. And as you will notice, when you walk towards the fly, it sounds more towards the center, it gets louder. That's how you know it's coming closer. And you press spacebar to attack it. After that, it gets you to walk towards a wall that you can duck under, and it makes a tapping noise. You duck under it. And then after that, it makes tries to get you to jump over a rock, which makes a knocking noise, so you can try and jump over it. So it's interesting how they differentiated these tapping and knocking noises instead of making, I guess, how a rock should sound or how a wall should sound. But I was unable to jump over the rock because I wasn't sure if I needed a running start to jump over it, or simply the game was stuck. I spent 30 minutes trying to figure out what's going on. But overall, it had a really eerie background music, which made it harder to hear the tutorial when instructions were needed. I'm not sure if I misheard something, because the robotic voice was artificial and not a natural voice, so it was very hard to hear instructions. I wish I was able to play the game longer, but it got stuck. So I decided to at least try another game instead, which is a 3D platformer called Kurt Wolf's Shrine of the Lynx. This one has actually the video game in 3D, so you can see what's going on, like a normal video game. But you can also play this technically blind. But as I played it with my eyes open, I could see, and you move around the room. When you press F, it shoots a sonar to tell you what's in front of you. And the longer the distance something's away from you, the longer the sonar will sound. That is how you will know if it's far or close by. If it hits something like a gem or a door, the sonar will tell you, oh, that's a door, oh, that's a gem. In the visuals, when you see it doing that, you literally see a green sonar being sent to the item. And then you see it hit an item, and it will tell you what item is there. And I tried to play this game with my eyes closed, and I had to jump over gaps because I pressed F to see if there was a gap in front of me. And it said gap, and I'll keep pressing F, and then I would hear myself get closer to the gap, and I would jump over it. I find this to be the best kind of audio game because you're able to see with sonar what's in front of you, and there's no rush and there's no predicting. I read online for Adventure at Sea that some people had to constantly memorize where they fell off a cliff, and they were unable to ever predict it. But with the game Kurt Wolf's Shrine of the Lynx, it's much more ideal for audio games because you're able to sonar detect what's in front of you. Thank you for listening.